Hi Gemini, this is your should you wait for your ex or move on card reading. And I just want to say quickly, I put these cards down randomly because I know I do my readings by intuition. So I put these cards down randomly, and if you look here down here, it's really interesting because you have so let's take this as you, and you have someone walking away and two people coming towards you. So for some of you, it could be the case that maybe someone from the past is going to walk away, and then you're going to have two. It could be new people, but I'm seeing here two people will be coming towards you. So you may have a choice to make between two different people, and also here you have the King of Swords and the King of Cups here. So this is the Knight of Swords and this is the Knight of Pentacles. So one person is a slower moving person and another person is more maybe witty. And with this card, I don't see it as they're walking away from you, but they are preoccupied. So I see this as like a Sagittarius energy. So they may return to you later, but they are on a journey of some sort at the moment. So that they're not ready for you, and so they're not ready to be with you. They instead would want to. They need to go on their journey first. Either they need to or they want to. But I did find that really interesting to have this in the middle and then these cards here. And I didn't put it there on purpose. I just put these cards down randomly. And then I saw this and I was just intrigued by it. It was just interesting, the placement. And this card here, waiting, and she's sitting here waiting. I do see it as like defense. So you may be a bit defensive, maybe not ready to open your heart out to others for some of you. And I want to say quickly, when I saw these cards, I instantly thought, you can wait for your ex, but don't just wait to do something while you're waiting. Because with this card, I see here balance. So don't just hang there waiting. So you need a balance of waiting and movement, kind of like the Knight of Pentacles here. He doesn't stand still; he moves. But as he's moving slow enough for him to admire the scenery. That's how I see this card. Maybe some of you do need to travel. Maybe some of you with this card, it could be the case of some of you like this card can mean like aggression sometimes, not all the time. It can mean a bit of aggression. So maybe for some of you, maybe I'm saying you need a balance in something, and it could be a balance in your words and how you talk. So if you're maybe a very quiet person, maybe a balance between being quiet and being more outspoken. That's just an example. And with here, I am seeing past, and I just want to quickly say as well, at the top of the deck I shuffled, you have here the Lovers, which is amazing. So, and I think so you have the Lovers and the World. And again here I did mention you have the Earth here, so traveling the world. So maybe you also need to travel the world. But I am seeing again a balance, especially with the World card. You do also have Death underneath the Lovers, so transformation, something ending. So being worried. So it could be that the transformation is with you being defensive, or just finding balance of some sorts. You also have the Queen of Cups as well, and the King of Cups. So I am seeing some sort of soulmate energy here. Could be past life as well, or maybe just knowing each other for a very long time. I think I mentioned that in a few of my readings, that I see this card as knowing someone from a very long time ago, or maybe someone from a long time ago coming your way. But I am seeing someone going to, like when you go around the globe, you go round and then you return to where you came from. So I see there's someone going round like the world, and they're returning to you, and you don't have to be a woman. But this is really an exciting reading. I really love the placement of these cards. And then while this person is going around, these two people coming towards you. That's how I interpret this. It could be again someone who's more like an air sign, and someone who's more like an earth sign, or more financially stable. That doesn't have to be the case, because you do have the King of Swords on this side. So I'm seeing it like this side and this side, and again you hanging and waiting. But again, maybe while you're waiting, do some introspection, because I do see this as thinking and an enlightenment of a sort. And it's possible that someone may be dishonest. I'm not sure who, but there may be someone. It could be you who's being dishonest. And when I say you, it could be that you're being dishonest to yourself. about something. I'm not too sure what it is. Um, and I see here you do have options. It could be with the two people coming and the person that you may be waiting for going round. So so yeah, this it could be also maybe like another soulmate or not someone else. So this could be one of these two could be your ex and someone else coming around and coming your way as well. But this could also be the ex. I'm not sure who's who in this, but I'm seeing three people in your love situation, and I am seeing here some see I see this as someone sitting and waiting, but I'm seeing it as like you're sure your ex will come back because her facial expression here, and I actually really quite like her facial expression, but it's kind of I don't know how to put it, but it's like someone who's sure of something. It could be in some of my readings, I do interpret this as someone who's sure that they've tricked someone. I interpret that like that in one of my readings. In this reading, I'm interpreting it as you being sure that your ex will message you, or it could also be someone again being sure that they've deceived you about something, because this I do see this as dishonesty, lies, or maybe words that hurt. So someone who leaves behind pain as they go along their journey. So maybe it could be you. Maybe you do hurt a few people's feelings as you go through your journey of life. Again, that doesn't have to resonate. Some things may or may not resonate. I'm seeing here by sitting and waiting, because I see this person sitting and waiting, standing and waiting. And this means I see this as sometimes literally waiting for something or waiting for someone. And here again, upside down and waiting, and sitting and waiting. So I am seeing a lot of sitting and waiting. But I see this as being worried. But again, I am seeing that it'll be a good idea for you to do something while you're waiting. Because so this person here is writing, so you get involved in some kind of creativity, something you enjoy. So exploring your passions, exploring your hobbies. Yeah, and with this card, maybe going to school or studying, learning a new skill, because this card does mean a student, so this would represent a student. So it would be a good idea maybe engage in a passion where you could earn money from, with the pentacles. So yeah, engage in a passion where you can earn some money from it, or just engage in some sort of passion. You may have lots of options. It could be to do with romantic interests, or just to do with hobbies or things to do while you're waiting for your ex. So rather than just like, don't think of the time you spend waiting for them. Instead, occupy yourself enjoying your life. That's how I see this card. To just enjoy your life, enjoy the things that life has to offer. So yeah, and find that balance with the temperance. So this card does also mean looking back at the past. So looking at the past, maybe it can be like just reflecting on things. Like I see this as someone who's like kind of like flashback sort of things. So as you look up in the sky, thinking about the past, thinking about things, or just enjoying the wonders of life, like because when you look at nature, when you look at space, it kind of gives you this like an awe, this feeling of awe, like basically, oh, how amazing it is, that kind of thing. So maybe just slow down like the Knight of Pentacles and enjoy life, rather than just sitting and waiting for your ex. Or it could be while you're waiting, just do some introspection, look within yourself, and there may be some sort of spiritual growth you have to go through with the Temperance cards. But I'm seeing here finding a balance with the Temperance cards. Definitely, a lot of you may need to find a balance. And some of you may want to engage in some writing. Could be creative writing, making a blog, writing scripts, writing books, writing lyrics. What else is there? Or just writing your thoughts, writing a diary. But yeah, writing could be quite helpful. Maybe just be careful of your words for some of you with this and the King of Swords, because I see that as someone who can be quite opinionated. Which doesn't have to be a completely negative thing. It is good to have your own opinion and stand by it, but it's also good to be open-minded. So I'm thinking again, finding that balance. And maybe some of you actually need to travel, so it could be some of you, like you traveling, because like with this card being coming in slow, it could be like you dodging around and just traveling, or it could be like you meet someone while traveling. But yeah, I'm seeing maybe some of you need to travel. Maybe some of you have some to work on your like your inner self, working on opening your heart, trusting people, and again going into your past and looking within. I'm seeing to find that balance, to be like that temperance where you have that inner peace rather than being defensive all the time, because I'm seeing a sword here to block off this person and a sword here to block off this person. That's how I'm seeing it as well. So again, to open up your heart and accept that what life offers. It can be a bit hurt, like sometimes life does throw in some stones which do hurt, but it's about just not letting every stone bring you down, basically. Maybe to work on your emotional self with the King of Cups. Also, it could be a King of Cups kind of person that comes into your life. Again, I'm seeing here some emotion introspection. Maybe like being like with being on the edge, because I think that things as being on the edge. So it's being like a thrill. Maybe you enjoy some like a thrill of some sort, like I don't know, mountain climbing or something, or parachuting. Maybe not right now, but later. But overall, I'm seeing here whether or not you should wait for your ex. I'm seeing you can wait if you want to wait, but don't just wait. Engage in some activity, engage in some spiritual cleansing, spiritual work, inner work, self-love, to go through that period of that transformation. You have to go through that transformation. And also I am seeing something may end. It could be a relationship. It could also be a relationship with your ex. I'm seeing it more as a transformation to get into this energy rather than a relationship. But for some of you, it could be a relationship or it could be something else. But I am seeing here something ending. It could be this period of waiting that's ending for some of you. So for some of you, maybe your ex is coming in slow. So it could either be what's ending is like like a set in the form of a butterfly, caterpillar becoming a butterfly, so a sense of transformation, or something literally ending. So like the waiting for your ex, waiting. It may not be that your ex comes, but someone else comes, or multiple people come. But I'm seeing that something is coming which will end your period of waiting alone. So I don't know if you're going to still be waiting for your ex, but you're likely not going to be alone. You're likely going to have your options here with the Seven of Cups, or it could be the ending of forgot what the other thing I said was. But yeah, something is likely ending. Yeah, it's the ending of your pain, or like this, the ending of being defensive. Some of you may already be going through this and already be going through this transformation, and you're bringing down your walls. You can again interpret this in another way if you want to. So it doesn't have to be that you're defensive. It could also be that you're very sensitive and you're scared of getting hurt. So it could be that you're very defensive or you're sensitive or something else. So that is your reading. Thank you for watching. You can interpret these cards another way. You can also look these cards up, because I really do like how all these cards came up. I feel like this is a very strong message for a lot of you. So you can look these cards up and see if another something else might resonate. This is my own interpretation. And please do comment down your interpretation as well. You can comment down if this resonated or not. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.